When people think of design, they often think an elegant chair, a well-turned logo, dramatic architecture. But that isn't all that design is. Design is more. It's more than the drapes or the drop shadows, more than a beautiful UI or a rad concept car. Design is more than aesthetics, much more. Design is fundamental. It's the predilection to investigate and understand. It's the compulsion to give form to ideas and make sense of disorder. Design is the ability to amend the imperfect. Design is knowing what questions to ask and how to ask them. What's the right problem to solve? How do I solve it? Why should I solve it? In a world in which anyone can now build anything, design is understanding whether something is worth building at all. If you've ever built, tested, shipped, debugged, rebuilt, or reshipped anything, then you're a designer. And there has never been a better moment in history to be a designer. Now is your time to solve real and important problems, to start great and enduring companies, to use curiosity, creativity, and craft to elevate lives. Because design, at its core, is optimistic. It's the call to change what is into what ought to be. It is the attempt to make heart and mind into tools of mass construction, to build a better, wiser, more just, more beautiful world. Design is your gift and your responsibility. Design is the way.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey.
And I'm Shell.
We are the founders of JS Study Solutions. Yeah, we started in Surabaya 4 years ago because we realized there was a market need. With the many years of experiences that I have gotten working in various institutions all over Malaysia or even from another country, it has given me the experiences that I've accumulated in helping students to give them the best advice pertaining to their education needs. You know, over the years, we have seen many students struggle because they couldn't determine, they couldn't know what options they could obtain in the marketplace. And we, providing the free services to them. We have helped many students. We have actually assisted many parents as well, you know, in applying to various universities, both in Malaysia and abroad, in countries like Ireland, Korea, Australia, UK. You know, even now we have students applying to Spain, Europe.
Hello, welcome to JS Study Solutions. This is my counseling division.
This is the expansion part of our office, and you are coming into our student center. Obviously, student advisory is what we do primary, but more than that, we actually have the passion to provide a very good place for students to come here to use our space for free. Let me show you what we have here. This is our lounge, and this is where the students will hang around, and this is where they could actually just come and relax, mingle around, and just be like home. Where students will come here, they can use our space, do revision, do discussion. But one of the things that we are doing in helping students to improve their English is actually to provide an English language proficiency course.
So now you know what we do, and we at JS Study Solutions will always strive to do our best for our clients and our institutions partners, especially our students, because they will always be our priorities. So like our Facebook to check out our updates regularly, follow us on our Instagram, and remember to check out our website. You will find more information after this.
Hello, good evening again, everyone. I hope you are well. Happy weekend. Thank you for joining with us. This Turning Point series number 4. By the way, my name is Jeffrey. I am the co-founder for JS Study Solutions and also Study Hub Student Advisory. Now, we appreciate your time. This program would be a 1 hour program. It will not be very long. Uh, Sit back, relax. Yeah, I want to just give a few sharing just before we get our speaker in this evening. Uh, just to let you all know, number one, where you are watching right now, whether you are from Study Hub or whether you are from JS Study Solutions, please like our Facebook. Can you like our Facebook? And if you've done that, I thank you. I really thank you. And why don't you share to like streaming? I'm quite sure many of your friends and your family members, in fact, may be interested to know more about design and also the institutions that we will be introducing to you later on. Okay, please do that. We appreciate a lot. And also, don't forget, as the program is running, feel free to ask any questions at all. If you have got questions regarding to design or questions in regarding to the institutions that we'll be talking about, please feel free to ask any question. We will be more than happy to answer you when the show as a show covers. Okay. Now, just another thing before I begin my program with our guest speaker. We have Study Hub Student Advisory and JS Study Solutions. If you have not noticed by now, we have been very actively engaging you all. We have been trying and getting more topics to be able to bring to you all for your benefit, for your knowledge. Yeah. Now we are in Turning Point series number 4. Of course, we have other programs as well, and we would love that you could join us for all those programs that we put on every week. But we would love to hear from you as well. If you have something that you are wanting to know, say you have a program you have got, maybe wanting to know about a certain career path, or maybe a certain career jobs available in the market, if there's a university that you like to know, or perhaps a country that you like to go to further your education, we would love to hear from you. Feel free to write to us, please. Just text us, whatever you can do something to let us know. You want to get to know about, say, UK, you want to get to know about a university or a program or someone. For instance, in our Career Insider, we always engage a particular professional who works in that area, who specialize in that area to speak to us. So if we got all these requests, we will be happy to hear from you and we'll try to do it for you. Can? Great. Now, tonight, tonight we'll be in Turning Point Series 4, like I mentioned just now earlier on. We are talking about design. What is design? And to talk about this topic, we have with us a very a good friend of mine. His name. Let's bring him up to the studio.
Hello,
Hi.
Jeffrey.
Hey, hi, Alex. We have tonight with us is Mr. Alex Lim. He is currently the assistant marketing manager in First City University College in Bandar Utama. And thank you, Alex, for joining us tonight this evening,
Right,
spending
thank you.
precious Saturday evening with us. Yeah, appreciate that. Alex, I know you've been very busy. It's so hard to get you, and we appreciate you, like I say again. But anyway, it's MCO, still MCO. We can't go anywhere. So nice to have you with us. Could you share with us more of you? Introduce yourself to the audiences tonight.
All right. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Study Hub. Thank you, JS, for giving us this opportunity today to introduce to you, share about our institution. And actually, I'd like to say that I do really enjoy design a lot. So, yeah, tonight's topic is design and you, and we hope to bring this design essence to you. All right.
All right. Yep. Thank you, Alex. Now, just to, in case you just joined us, let me just remind you all, if you have questions that you want to ask Alex in regarding to design or in regarding to First City University College, please feel free to ask us. We will answer you as we can. All right, guys, audiences at home, remember to like our Facebook, share our Facebook, go to Instagram, like it, do whatever you want. Study Hub Student Advisory. JS Tech Solutions. Of course, tonight we have First City University College. Now, Alex, just for us to begin, to get the ball rolling, and I think this is a very important topic. In fact, it should be the first question that I would like to ask you tonight. Since we are in this topic, design. So, Alex, what is design?
Right. So design, a lot of people think that it may be just drawing, illustration, sketching, or even fine arts. But in the earlier video, I believe that design is more than just the design part, the
Right?
art. Okay. So let me just go through the some of the slides.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we're talking about design and you a rewarding career tonight. And in practical terms, all right, design is the coherence between creativity and practicality. This is a
Mhm.
layman's term. All right,
All right.
something that is creative and then at the same time is very practical. All right. Now, what is design all about? All right, design consists of three main components. One is the subject, the
Mm-hmm.
form, and the context. Now, the subject that we are referring to here is the things. All right, it can be in the medical field, it can be the education industry, it can be in engineering, it can be in food industry, or even in fashion. Or nowadays, a lot are in the technological part. All right, so the form. The form can be either physical or virtual. All right, so
Mm-hmm.
the form is that in those days, all right, a lot of things are designed by hand and they actually create the object out. So there is a physical. But as we move towards the 21st century, a lot of things are going online, right? You see things visually over the internet, right? There are things on the website, on your Facebook ad, and also your Instagram, the web banners, especially Google. So all these are virtual. That's what we call it, right? So they can it can be like a non-printable, or it may not even exist in the real world. Now, the very important part of the component is the context, the idea, the concept of it, why you want to do it, all right? And what is the idea that drives the design in terms of putting together these three items, the subject, context, and form, is what is it used for? All right. So in terms of the design thinking process, it's generalized into five major things. First, we
Mm-hmm.
empathize, we define, and then we ideate, we create the idea, and then we come up with a prototype, and then we obviously do testing. So these are the five very simple steps that the design goes through before it become a practical use in our daily life. All right. Design is everywhere. Design is everywhere. As you can see, this photo speaks for itself. And in terms of like you look at the fashion industry, the shoes we wear, the clothes we wear, all right, and especially
Mm-hmm.
in terms of the food. All right, so let's take an example of um, the the shoe that you see there. All right, so the designers behind the shoe actually designed the shoe in a sense that it's been able to be used by people for certain purposes. So that itself is talking about the usage of it, the idea.
Mm.
All right, then the form, they actually create the form out and is wearable. Okay, so as we go in our daily life, we go to hotels, we go to shops, even driving our car, in our home, everything is all about design. And these are all the physical designs that you can see every day and everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, so if you
Right.
go into Facebook, you go into Twitter, you go into Instagram, you go even to App Store or Google Play Store today, you see the apps are designed in a very creative way and they are actually very capturing your attention. So these are
Yeah.
all the virtual designs that we talked about earlier in the form. All
Yeah.
right.
Actually, yeah, now that you mentioned that design is everywhere, you really put it to my thought that as even everything that even we are looking at, even the laptop that is in front of me is a design.
Yes.
The fan that is blowing on me right now, has got a certain a design that is pretty good, modern. The light that is the standing light in front of me here, we can't see, but I can see it's also a certain design and a shape. And you are so right,
Yes.
that design is really everywhere. Interesting, interesting. Never thought about that. Never thought about that. But mentioning that you say that design is everywhere, which also come to a mind that I'm just thinking right now that in today's world, in the business world, uh, how is design implemented in today's business environment, in today's business world?
Yeah, Jeffrey, you see, a lot of people they will think that design is just a very small part of something. But
Right.
let me share with you. Let me share with you some examples. I'm sure all of you viewers out there, you're familiar with this logo. Do you know what logo is this?
Airbnb.
Yes, I'm sure you have actually booked hotels, rooms, even houses from Airbnb. You download the app, you get attracted with the very simplistic design of the app and the logo, and
That's
then you
right.
say, "Come, let's explore." So,
That's right.
just to share with you, Airbnb, Airbnb was founded in 2008. All right. And by October 2019, 2 million people were staying with Airbnb each night. And
Wow.
in 2018, reported by Forbes, is worth USD $38 billion. All right.
Wow.
So a lot of people know that Airbnb is just merely an accommodation provider that do not own any hotels or houses or rooms. All right. But from providing the lodging, Airbnb actually went into the design of the experience of the users, right? From guest booking in terms of local guides, cooking
Mm,
classes, guided tours, and meetups, right? And actually provide the service with the design. Okay.
mm,
Now, today, a lot of people uses Airbnb for their family gatherings, for their work purposes, as well as homes for weddings, dinner parties, and other types of gatherings. So the home itself that is being used, the interior are part and parcel of the design that plays an important role in the Airbnb. All right. Now, you may think that Airbnb, how is it related to design? Let me share with you Brian Chesky here and Joe Gebbia. Both of them are founders of Airbnb, and today they are still the founders. All right. And for your information, Brian actually is a graphic designer, and
right.
Joe is an industrial designer. So imagine, as a designer, you're able to create that superb experience for how many millions of people across the world getting good design accommodations in all over the parts of any country that you can think of. All right. So the point here is that as a designer or even design can actually bring that type of immense popularity and also profit, to companies, businesses. So it's a
Mm,
very integral part and parcel of the company's revenue. All right.
mm.
Now, let's move on to another example. All right. As you can see, this is a car. Do you know what type of car model is this?
Ah.
Right. A lot of people in 2005, I would say, in 2005, a lot of people may not even think of buying this car at all. And you don't even recognize this car at all. All right. It's because the design that really matters is that the design of it is not attracting you. All right. And it first came into uh, the market, it was not that well accepted. All right. But let me share with you, in 2006. 2006. All right.
Wow.
Kia, the company that brought the car in 2005, had actually employed Peter Schreier, who was the then head designer from Audi and Volkswagen Group. So in 1 year, he actually transformed the whole design, turned it 180 degrees. And what you have today, Kia, is one of the best design cars, right, in the world. And this year, I think they are ranked third or fourth in the world in terms of the car design. So
Mm.
imagine how much design can change the whole landscape of the company. All right. Okay. So just one more example that most of us will be very familiar with, and I'll look Steve Jobs. All right. And everyone is very familiar with Apple products. And Apple designs are so unique in the sense that he made it unique. It's not about which designer that you have, but the designs are unique. Okay. So his most famous saying is, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. So in terms of design, this is what he have in mind. Okay, so now let's look at 1985. I'm sure some of you may have actually used one of these Macintosh PCs back in 1985, and it looks like
Dinosaur.
that. Yeah, it's a very squarish box and looks heavy and looks very old, and at the same time, it's not attractive. But
Yeah.
over the years, over the years, all right, Mac had revolutionized in terms of their design aspect. Right, they
Mm.
have changed so much. All right,
Wow. Yeah.
and what we have today is beautiful, unique designs from Apple. All right, now this is just one example. Let me bring you to the evolution of iMac. In 1998, you see that the iMac PCs are looking like the conventional monitors, the big ones. And as they move towards 2000, they actually changed. And there was a very
Mm.
great change
Mm.
up to today. And
Mm.
this brand itself today worth more than USD 206 billion.
Wow. Interesting. I mean, Alex, saying this one, just before we continue, let me just say hi to our audiences. I think you have some fans here. When you support First City, wow, see, you got a fan here. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's continue on. Speaking of evolution, I mean, and while you are saying this Kia car, and you're talking about Macintosh, how it has evolved and become such a powerhouse in terms of IT products. In your opinion, right, Alex? I mean, you've been observing this, fantastic. How has design as an industry evolved to today's market trend, today's current trend? What is your opinion on this?
Right. My opinion is that design changes. All right. And one of the classic example also I wish to share is our telephone. All right. So in the 1900s, we have this so-called candlestick phone where people dial and dial. And as we
Mm,
move up to the century, the millennium, you have
mm,
the mobile phones coming in where it's wireless, and then if you remember those Motorola, they call it the brick phone. The very big one that you have to carry a briefcase with you and all that stuff. But design had managed to change all these things, and today we have smartphones as thin as even like thinner than your wallet. All right. So and the screens are very huge. They cater for you to have a lot luxury in terms of watching movies,
mm.
having FaceTime, doing Skype sessions with your friends. So this is how design had evolved, but the elements of design have not changed. It's still the content, the form, and the subject, the three elements
Right.
of design. All right, from 1900s until today, the fundamentals of designs are still the same. for what purpose, how we use it, and what people like is whether is attractive or not, and in terms of the physical and also the virtual form, right?
Mm,
Now we you talk about the evolution and changes of design. There's
mm,
another thing I wish to highlight here is that although we talk so much about change, how it actually revolutionized, but something didn't change. The wheel from I think the very medieval times, you have the stone wheel and you had the wood wheel, and then you had the introduction of the rubber, and until today, we are still using rubber. It's more towards the element of the product, but the concept of the design did not change. A
mm,
wheel is a wheel, and it has to be round means it has to be round.
mm. That's right.
Right?
Okay. Now, it doesn't change. It's interesting indeed. You want something to add on this slide, Alex?
Yeah.
Alex?
So we had talked about how design actually contributed to the business world. We talk about evolution. We talk about design thinking. We talk about design elements. But what I want to highlight here is that design matters because it affects us emotionally. Good
Mm,
designs give us good feelings. Bad design obviously give you bad feelings. Right? So this is something that we can look on, because the design also have this thing about going touching the human life, and people are connected to design emotionally, as
right.
because as humans we are very emotional creatures. We look a lot about our feelings, all right? And in terms of a design perspective, all right, we are actually looking also into we aspire to have a good design, and then we believe that this design is useful and it has a value, and sometimes design also inspires others, all right?
Mm, 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 mm. Right. Right. I mean, it's so comforting to say that, we aspire, you believe, there's strong values to put into in this area of design, which come to my next question. But before that, let me just remind the audiences. Thank you for joining us, those who just came into our Turning Point Series 4. We are talking to Alex, who is the Assistant Marketing Manager from First City University College. If you have a question that you want to ask about design, you can put it into the comment box, and we will come back to you to answer some of those questions that you have. Ask anything in regarding to design or even First City University College, and we'll come back to you. All right. Now, Alex, coming to this, right? We have spoke about design, and we have opened up our understanding about the design opportunity. Design has never stopped. It may have evolved from the older times to a newer generation to a future generation. But design will always be there.
Yes.
Fantastic. Yeah. But saying this one, I also want to ask you one this question. Of course, me being a education consultant, I also took notice that First City University College has got a program, a school, a faculty, design faculty. Now, I know that there are a lot of things about how popular your school is, your faculty is. Um, uh, can you share with us, some of the one of the achieved success in your design faculty?
Yeah, sure, Jeffrey. I'm more than happy to share on our students' achievements. Always, I'll be sharing just a few students. All right, I'll start first with our Malaysian Institute of Interior Designers RECA Award. So these are
Mm-hmm.
students from our interior architecture and design. And the beautiful part is that you see the awards awarded students are also from the business administration. That means
Right.
in First City, we give students equal opportunity to be part of everything.
Mm, mm.
All right. So these students, they have actually won the silver, bronze, and the honorary mention in the Malaysian Institute of Interior Designers RECA Awards.
Wow. Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay,
Very good.
so next I'll move on to one of our very star of our student. She's one of the students from our furniture and product design. She actually got
Mm-hmm.
first prize and also the ASEAN winner for the Malaysian International Furniture Fair uh, under the ASEAN Furniture Design Competition. Now, I just like
Mm.
to add on a little bit here. In terms of furniture and product design, Jeffrey, to be honest, some parents ask me, "Isn't it this course for guys?" You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds very, very, very big with furniture, mah. Probably the
yeah,
thing
something
is
very like
very big.
tough job, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. So
Yeah,
what
some.
she's holding in her hand is actually a prototype of her design. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So during the duration of the program, students are also taught about how to do 3D modelings or even this type of prototype models design. So they are actually very hands-on, and that's why she has this creativity and she learn and she has the skills, and therefore she's able to shine among
Mm,
many students across the world. You see?
mm.
Okay,
That,
so
that, that,
yeah.
that is a design of a shelf, right? Or look like a
Yeah,
bookshelf, I
I
think.
believe it's a shelf. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So next, we move on to ASPAC 2018 at Tokyo, Japan.
All
Again, we
right.
see another female student got first prize and also ASEAN winner. uh,
Wow.
Studying furniture and product design. So many at times I would tell parents furniture and product design is not just mainly for guys out there, but we do also have guys in this program, and everyone
Mm,
equally have that opportunity. And this award competition organized by SPAC in Japan, and it was held in
right.
Tokyo. Yeah,
Okay.
right. Very outstanding. Okay, now next we're going to look at this
Oh, got some more.
Salon Center for Media Excellence Interior Architecture Competition. So for interior architecture students, they do have group competitions where they come together, they work in a team, and for actually this is a very recent in 2019. Uh, our students came together and they were the champion, and they actually got
Wow.
USD $10,000 as a
Wow, that's
prize.
about 40,000, 42,000 ringgit.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Congratulations to
Yes.
them.
Yes. All right. I have more to show. I have more to show.
Wow. Okay.
All right. So this is very much nearer to home in Malaysia. So this King Koi showroom design competition. I'm sure
Mhm.
you are familiar with King Koi, one of
Yeah,
the
the mattress, right?
largest, yeah, mattress producer. So again, we have students coming together, and they are actually also winner for first runner up, second runner up. You know, so these are students from the interior architecture and design. Okay,
Mm. Wow.
right. Oh, we have another one, Spritzer.
How many more you
Right.
have, huh?
I think almost there, almost there.
Okay. Don't worry. Go ahead.
All right, so this is the Spritzer Natural Mineral Water Eco Art Competition. So Spritzer based in Perak, okay, Perak. So they had this competition in terms of based on eco friendliness, you know, ecology. So in this particular competition, First City participated with students, and we have got second and third prize. Second and third
Right.
prize. All right.
Awesome.
Yeah. All
So some
right. So
more.
that's it from me, Jeffrey. I'm taking too long of your time
Hey,
now.
don't worry. Alex, I was just wondering, this one just came out of my mind while you were showing the slides, congratulations. Indeed, like what I am told and what I understand, indeed, your design faculty is definitely a very strong faculty, and I'm delighted that I'm very proud of your achievement. But I'm just thinking when I was looking at the students, right? Now, this question just came. Uh, uh, can you share with audiences, right? What are some of the do you need a certain talent or skills, or do you need to be good in certain subjects in order to be a designer or to study this program design?
All right, Jeffrey, this is one of the most common questions parents, including school teachers, asking this question, whether do you need
Yeah.
to be very skillful in art? Um, all right, I'm just quoting from my dean from the Faculty of Design and Built Environment. All right, he specifically emphasized that design programs, right, you do not really need to know how to draw. Okay,
All right. That's good.
his tagline is always anyone can be a designer.
Yeah.
All right, because at First City University College, you will be taught how to draw, how to
Wow.
illustrate, yeah, how to
Mm.
do sketching from the very
Mm.
basic level to the very advanced level, as we start from the hand skill drawing all the way to using softwares, right?
Mm.
And then
Mm-hmm.
he also mentioned that creativity can be learned,
All right.
okay? It can be trained and it can be taught. So in terms of this creativity, students at a young age, they would have more than, I mean, I would say that you asked me to be creative today. I think it's a little bit limiting for me already.
Yeah. We are there. We are already at a big point. We are at a big point. Our mind is
Yeah.
not so energy cannot move.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right.
But
So
it is interesting. Yeah. Sorry. You want any more thing on
yeah,
the part?
I just like to say that the design programs at First City is equivalent to training to be skillful.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hear that two things over here very important. Number one, creative to do design program, it's not about you must know how to draw. I think that is a very important statement that your faculty has been informed, and also to let you all know you don't need to learn how to know how to draw to do design. And number two, you mentioned that creativity can be can be trained. It does not mean that you must be naturally creative.
Yes,
Correct?
correct.
Hey, thank you, Alex. I always wanted this question because many students do like to ask this question. But I'm not good at drawing. And, I'm not very strong in my
Yes.
creativity and fantastic. Well, I know that I saw here your slide is your whole campus,
Yes.
First City campus in Bandar Utama. Yeah. You want to share with us more about your First City University College, Alex?
Yes, sure. Thank you, Jeffrey. So as you
Yeah.
can see on this screen, this is our campus. We have purpose built this campus for students.
Mm-hmm.
For viewers out there, for your information, previously we are known as College Bandar Utama, and we are located in Bandar Utama, Petaling Jaya, one of the high-end townships in Petaling Jaya. Bandar Utama has got the reputation of being very expensive. And
Yeah.
for viewers out there, if you are familiar with Bandar Utama, we are actually owned by Si Hoi Chan Holdings Group.
All
And
right.
the whole Bandar Utama, including One Utama Shopping Center, One World Hotel, and also Bandar Utama Center Point are all owned by the same holdings group. All right. Now, start off with this is our Faculty of Design and Built Environment. These are the courses that we offer. We offer graphic design, interior design, furniture and product design, interior architecture and design, and fashion marketing. Now, you see design management. That is our master in design management. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so apart from design, we also have our two major faculties. The first one would be the business, hospitality, and communication studies, where we cover the accounting, the business management, entrepreneurships, hospitality, international business, marketing, including mass communications. Right.
Mm.
Now, our next faculty is the engineering and computing, where we do electronics, mechanical, mechatronics, IT, and computer science, business management with information system, networking and security, and software engineering. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So these are some of our teaching facilities. As you can see, we do have drawing studios for design students. We do have laser cutter machines. vacuum forming machines, and photography studios, and many, many more. We even have got a materials library for our design faculty students. Many a times, every university would have their own library filled with books, but this library is filled with materials like paper, wood, colors, fabrics, metals, plastics. So it's like a reference place for them. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so in terms of our campus, we have got sports facilities for students, and all are indoor, so they can play during rain or shine, no worries, and we open until very late at night. Okay,
Okay, Alex, I just saw that definitely a lot of campus facilities, and you do have very good facilities. Why don't we watch a video and
sure,
about First City University College as
sure, no problem.
to give Alex a break and come let's watch a video of First City University College.
Education, more than wealth, enriches people and nations. This was the ideal emphasized by KBU's late founder, Tan Sri Teo Su Ching. In 1990, true to his vision, KBU was established at Damansara Utama. Through international partnerships, it provided high-quality education. In 1995, KBU moved to Banda Utama. Its caliber grew with more local and international collaboration.
Those KBU lecturers taught me well.
KBU taught me teamwork leads to success. I'm glad that I got a good foundation at KBU.
After 25 excellent years, KBU starts a new chapter. KBU is now officially recognized as First City University College, with exciting programs for local and international students.
First City University College is exciting.
I love First City University College.
First City University College is the place to be.
Now, First City University College will carry on its proud tradition for many more years.
Where I wanna be, First City UC.
Okay, take it on.
Hi.
Yeah, you can continue on to share your vibrant state of art facilities. Yeah, I
right,
hope that
thank you so
video
much.
gives them some glimpse. Yeah, no worries.
All right, so earlier I was mentioning about our sports facilities. All right, so obviously as a university college, we do have our required government recognitions and accreditations. So do not
Right.
need to worry about the quality. All right.
All right.
Okay, so other than MQA, as mentioned earlier, also we have got business programs, hospitality, and also our computing programs. So as you can see here, Anglia Ruskin University, we are actually recognized by Anglia Ruskin for some of our business programs, meaning to say that you join us for for our degree, and when you graduate, your degree is validated and recognized by Anglia Ruskin University. So if you are doing like accounting, finance, you're doing business management, and you're doing marketing, these 3 degrees, you will get an additional certificate from Anglia Ruskin University, UK. All right. Now, if you do a diploma in hospitality and tourism management, all right, it will be also the same concept. You're getting 2 certificates, one from us and one from HTMI Switzerland. So you just have to do an additional coursework free of charge. You have to pass it and you get the certificate from HTMI. All right. Now, our last partner is Teesside University. All right. So if you are to do programs like software engineering, computer science, intelligent systems, information system with business management, and also networking and security, the same thing applies when you graduate at First City University College. You actually get 2 certificates, one from Teesside University and one from us.
Awesome.
All right. Awesome. All right. So in terms of external recognition, professional bodies in Malaysia, all right, we are associated with the Chartered Institute of Marketing, Chartered Institute of Management Accounting, CIMA, Lembaga Juruterang Malaysia, the REGA for design, MIID also for design, and the Institution of Engineers Malaysia.
All right.
All right. Okay, so in terms of graduate employability, we boast more than 80% of our students are actually employed within 6 months upon graduation, and most of them will be joining the banks, right? And the big fours, and Intel, Ingram, One Utama Shopping Center. It's one of our subsidiary under our parent company, so we do have access to it. That also gives students access to One World Hotel. All right, so apart from that, earlier in the picture that you can see a tall building, right? That's actually our accommodation. All right, so our accommodation is on campus, and it's exactly like a apartment style. So we only have got twin room and single room available. All right. And student support services, we have got clubs and societies, sports and recreation, career guidance and counseling, panel clinics, and insurance coverage for students. All right. So
Very nice.
my question is, are you ready for university life?
Yeah, are you ready for university life? And I think that this is a fantastic question that every student, regardless you are Form 5 or you are IGCSE, O levels, A levels, IB, OSMED, or whatever pre programs that you are in, UEC 3, are you ready for university life? And I think that this question is so relevant, especially now that we are in this pandemic lockdown, this pandemic that is bringing everyone to a lot of challenges. But Alex, saying this one, that you are asking this question, are you ready for university life? And I thought that I should ask you this as well. I mean, like I mentioned just now, because of the pandemic that is ongoing, um, I'm sure the students are ready. But how is First City able to support and provide some of the financial aid or scholarships to students and to help them financially?
All right. This question has also been brought up many, many times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Times are tough.
Yeah. So,
Mm,
as you can see on the screen, for actually beginning of this year, we had actually thought about it very much, and because of the MCO period and things have to go online, so we are actually maintaining our so-called tuition fee waivers. All right,
mm,
so for SPM O level students out there, if you are joining our foundation program with 5 credits, that's our minimum entry requirement, you are entitled for 50% tuition fee waiver for the foundation 1 year program. Right
mm.
now, just to give you an idea of how much it costs to study in First City University College. Now, we only have 3 foundation programs: foundation in art and design, foundation in business administration, foundation in engineering, science, and technology. So our price range is about 14,000 to about 16,000 ringgit. 14,000 to 16,000 ringgit. So imagine if you have a 50% discount. How much would that be? That would be really actually up to only 7,000 to 8,000 ringgit for that 1 year foundation.
Very, very affordable fee, I believe.
Yes. Yes. All right. So in terms of diploma students, uh, in your SPM or O levels with 3 credits, okay, you come in to join us for diploma programs, and diploma programs are usually 2 years to 2.5 years, depending on what program you're doing. You're actually getting 50% tuition fee waiver for your first semester. All right. So
Right.
in this first semester, roughly it will cost you probably about 2,005 to 3,000 ringgit. All right. Okay. Then you can see that usually students will be able to couple this with our special award. All right, special award that we call it the Co-Curricular Activities Award, CCA Award. All right. So if students are in any top 6 positions, all right, in any clubs or societies, they will be president, deputy president, secretary, assistant secretary, treasurer, assistant treasurer. They were
Wow.
entitled another 2,000 ringgit off on top of the 50%
Right.
tuition fee waiver.
Oh,
Yeah. So
interesting.
if you're active in your clubs and societies, you are rewarded. All right.
Mean that a student who say they have got a 50% tuition fee waiver would also enjoy this leadership scholarship?
Yes, definitely.
Wow,
It's only
that
for
means
students
that
who are coming for diploma programs.
right. Okay, okay, but it is still a very very attractive
Yes.
entitlement. Yeah.
All right. So the next category that we had just finalized is STPM and A level students. We
Mm-hmm.
realized that a lot of students actually completed the STPM in 2019, all right,
Mm-hmm.
and they got the results in March, and they are not decided yet, all right. So what we have done this year is that as long as you meet a minimum entry requirement to enter our degree year one, all right,
Right.
you're entitled a 2,000 ringgit tuition fee waiver, all right, for
Okay.
your first year, all right.
Mm.
So again, I'd like to draw your attention to a rough estimate of our degree program prices. For a 3-year business degree with 2 awards, you are looking at about 60,000 ringgit, 60,000 for 3 years. So that is about 20,000 per year. You minus off the 2,000, your first year is only 18,000. And apart from that, you are also eligible for the PTPTN, you know. So that covers pretty much of the tuition fee already.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Any
All right.
more goodies? How about UEC? You mentioned about UEC students,
Ah, all right. So for UEC, I've not actually put in the slide.
right?
But UEC, all right. If you are coming for the degree, you're coming for a degree from UEC, and your point aggregates less than 12 points, all right. Best 5 subjects, you're actually
Mm-hmm.
getting your first year 50% off.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you only have 5 Bs, all right, 5 Bs in UEC, you're actually getting 20% off the tuition fee for your first year.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yes.
Correct, correct. Very good. And I think that basically, like what you mentioned, I think it is a very generous offer. Definitely very, attractive, especially at this pandemic. And I appreciate, First City offering this type of waiver to help out many students who need to have
Yes.
some financial aid, some form of financial aid to uh, to support their studies here, and I appreciate that a lot so much. Now, also saying about scholarship and that is given, now because of this pandemic, and we know there are so much concerns and so many questions around. I want to study. I'm ready for university life, but how am I going to university because we are locked down, and how is First City able to support the students in terms of their online learning if you have one.
Yes, Jeffrey, this is something that also a lot of parents been asking us. Um, yeah, so we have actually gone online. We have actually gone online. Our existing students, they are actually studying online via online platforms, and we have our own e-portals that the lecturers are able to communicate with the students. All right, so
Mm-hmm.
they are actually using things like Zoom, WhatsApp,
Right.
Google Meet, Facebook
Mm,
groups, and they actually
mm,
incorporate all these social media where young students enjoy using, and
mm,
uh, they go to the student portal to download assignment, uh,
mm,
upload their finished work, or watch videos that the lecturers have prepared. So,
mm.
in terms of our intake, this coming intake, in fact, on Monday, we are actually doing an e-orientation program. And
Right.
then on 2nd June will be online classes commencement for our new intake. So,
Mm,
but in terms of the recent government announcement, so students who require like workshops, labs, training kitchen, mock hotels, or studios, they are actually allowed to come to the university, but these are mainly limited to students from KL and Selangor at the moment.
mm.
All right. So in terms of like all the labs and other stuff, in terms of practical part, the lecturers are actually substituting it with videos and also communication using Zoom, Skype, and
Right.
all the other tools. Yeah. So
Okay.
actually, universities are actually ready for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that is good to know, and that is definitely very comforting. And I think that every audiences, students, I would suggest you not to wait anymore. There is already a memo by the government that online learning would be until the rest of the year. Every of the private and government institutions must follow. I mean, tertiary education. So don't wait. Okay, you can't wait for 2021. You don't even know whether what will happen in 2021. Okay, so do make a decision today. Now, Alex,
Yeah.
coming back to this last question that I have for you, back to the design thing, because I thought this is something that's so relevant. Saying that I have, a student who has invested more than maybe 2 years or 3 years or in fact 4 years of their life doing a program in design. What is your opinion on the job prospect for future designers?
All right. My opinion, and through the students and parents that I've met all these years, to be honest, the first keyword that I introduced earlier, design, is everywhere. So
Yeah,
it equals to design jobs are also everywhere. Okay.
very true.
So like take for instance a university. What you see the slides, you see the t-shirts, you see the building, you see the
Mhm.
labs, then you see the advertisements on Facebook, on Instagram. You get to see the brochures during school fairs. You see the flyers. You see the roll-up buntings. All these are
Yeah.
designs. All
Mm.
right. So definitely you need a graphic designer to actually work on all these collaterals, you see. So meaning to say that I would actually blanket it to say that every institution in the world would need to employ at least a graphic designer. All
Three.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that I wish to highlight is that I'm sure a lot of us are actually aware of the brand name called IKEA.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So IKEA is also about design, the way they design the products, to the way they design the warehouse, and also the showroom.
Mm.
All right. We enjoy so much walking, following the arrows, for hours. We did not complain. Why?
Yeah.
Because everything is so attractive, and you are so into it. You are so immense into it. And this actually involve various types of design. Number one would be the graphic designer that comes up with
Mm.
the labeling, the products, and then you have the industrial designer, the product designer, and the furniture designer.
Right.
Right, so that's where our program come into relevance. That a lot of students are actually looking into having the idea, the concept, and the design skills, the techniques, and they design, and their designs are sold. Is it? They don't need to produce the furniture.
Yeah. That's right. So good to know. So I hope that many of the students here who are doubting, or even parents, you may not be encouraging your kids to do design as a profession. In our career insider, I will bring to you. We will speak to a designer. I think we've done that in the other programs, but as for now, like what Alex has shared to you all, even myself, I would believe so. Design is the future. Everything like what Alex say, design is everywhere. You just look around you where you are now. The sofa that you're sitting on, even the chair that you're sitting on, has to be designed by someone. And the every other day products, the vehicle that you're driving is also a transportation design. Many other things, and design definitely has got a future. And thank you, Alex, for
All right.
supporting that. And also, I also want to just recall and recap what Alex had shared to every one of us here about First City. First City is not just a design university college. First City has got many other faculties as well. Alex has shared already to every one of you. They've got business program, ITs, hospitality, engineering, of course, design faculty, which is one of the very famous one, and as well as they got postgraduate programs and so on and so forth. Okay, so I want to mention again that they've got a very affordable fee. Alex has mentioned to you, they've got good scholarships available to help you if you worry about financial incapable to cope, because of this pandemic or for whatever reasons it may be. First City, located in Bandar Utama, is a beautiful place. If you've been to Wang Utama, you've been to IKEA, or even in Wang Utama, it's a big shopping mall. They are there. I think it's a very safe environment. Alex, correct? It's a very safe
Yes,
environment.
yes, because it's
Especially that,
declared one of the premier townships.
yeah, premier townships, correct. And then they have got very good public transportation, very nearby MRTs and LRTs and public buses. So very convenient. So thank you, Alex, for your time. I really appreciate your 1 hour with us. We will continue to see you again, hopefully in other programs, and hopefully that you can join us again, also to share about other products, probably. And we thank you. See you again, Alex, and
Right.
bye.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Anything you want
Thank
to
you,
say?
Jeffrey.
Anything you want to say to the people who the last words you have?
Yeah, I just like to add on is that recently there's in the past few years we have been talking a lot about science, technology,
Correct.
engineering, and mathematics. So this year we are actually also revolutionizing the concept. We are
Mm-hmm.
actually having the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, but we're going
Mm-hmm.
to add in the alphabet D, design, because
Correct.
design is the fundamental of everything. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. It's
All
so
right.
true. I think even in engineering, they do learn a bit of elements of design.
Yes.
Even in IT, some of subjects and also learn design as well. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you for the reminder.
All right. Thank you
Okay,
so
Alex,
much, Jeffrey.
thank you for your words. And
All right.
to every one of you, don't just go after one program, like our Facebook, share it out. We have got many other series of programs that we specially cater and design it for you. And like I said again in the earlier on as I came in, if you have any other programs, any other schools, any other countries that you would love us to bring it to you and share along together with you, do let us know, write to us, text us, WhatsApp us, email us, Facebook us, Instagram us, whatever not to reach to us. We will hear you, we will do it for you. And I will be signing off. My name is Jeffrey from Study Hub Student Advisory from JSA Solutions. Together with Alex, we say bye to you. Have a good Sunday. See you again next episode. Bye.
Welcome to the next chapter of your life. Are you excited to register today?
I don't think I'll be able to survive uni lah, Amma.
Ayo, don't be like that. Now is your time to shine. You must get out of your shell and get the best out of your uni life. If I can survive life without Facebook, Google, you sure can survive uni.
But...
No but. Come, let me show you. Aga, your university life will be the time where you make friends that will last for a lifetime. Now is the time for you to meet new people and make friends.
But Amma, I'm shy and there's just so many people here.
Ayo, don't say like that. To survive uni, you must make plenty of new friends. I want you to stop talking to those inanimate objects. It's weird. Hello. There. Let's go say hi to these kids. Ni hao. Assalamualaikum. Annyeonghaseyo. Sawadika. Bonjour. Lei hou ah.
We can speak English.
This is my granddaughter. She's enrolling here too. Aga, say hi.
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 Aga, now that you have registered, where do you want to go first?
Go home lah.
Ayo, you cannot be like that. There's so much to experience here. Come, follow me. That's something I always wanted to see. Wow, Aga, look at all this. Isn't it cool?
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited now.
Aga, one day you draw Ama's face and 3D print it out for me, okay? I will cook your favorite porridge for you in return.
But I don't think I can draw that well though.
Hiya, you start practicing now lah. Come, girl, let's go. Girl, while in uni, right, you should also be active in sports. Remember the wise words your papa always said. Sweat is just fat crying.
Are you sure that's what Papa said?
Never mind that. Anyway, what kind of sports are you interested in?
I don't know lah. There's just too many.
Well, how about basketball?
I don't think I'm tall enough.
Aiyo, come on lah. Even I can play basketball, okay? Watch this.
Wow, Amma, I didn't know you're so fit, huh?
Wow, looks cozy. Do you like it, girl?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Wow, girl, there's so many students here. You should go and say hi to them. What again? Come. Let's go. Go. Sit.
Hi, I'm Brittany.
Hi Brittany, I'm Vaishu. Where do you stay?
I stay in dorm H1332D.
Oh, we are in the same room too.
So she's your roommate.
Hi.
Isn't that the lecturer from earlier on? No? Hey, where are you going? That could be your future lecturer. Come, let's go say hi.
No need lah, Ma.
Come, girl, don't be shy. Come, hello. Say hi, girl.
Hello. Hi, we met earlier, right?
Yes, we just done touring the campus.
Great. Can't wait to see you on board.
This is my granddaughter. She's very smart, you know. Yes. Don't worry. That's why I've decided to send her to First City University College to further her studies.
I don't think I'll be able to survive through uni lah, Amma. Be able to survive through uni lah, Amma. Survive through uni lah, Amma. Through uni lah, Amma. Amma.
不好呀，学校呀嘛，mutated.